Longines Singapore Gold Cup for 2011. Our feature race of the afternoon, a field of 16, one emergency, $1.35 million on offer. We're on the long course, 2,200 metres the journey. So we have the barrier draw on Thursday morning for this. So some of the racing publications without the barrier draws in, so we'll give them as we go through. Always Certain is drawn nice and low in gate number 3. Needed a good gate too with the 58 kilos in the handicap race.
Yeah, and he's coming off a last start victory in a Group 1. He's got a fair bit of weight now that he's going from a weight for age to a handicap, 58. But he can stay, and I think he'll be doing his best work at the finish. Nice horse, and he was able to finish off nice and strong in this gallop. And so everything looks in good order under Vlad Jurek during the week. So
there's Always Certain. This is Speed Baby. It's drawn in gate number 17, so it's drawn the outermost gate, but did find a bit of traffic from the 1 last time.
Yeah, I think he'd probably try and roll forward. It's probably going to be tough for him at the 2,200 metres. This is probably as far as he wants to go, but he's on the inside working with Risky Business. No worry about him at the distance. The longer the better for Risky Business. They've both got a fair bit of weight, but they are. Speed Baby is coming into this race in good form, and Risky Business, you've got to respect him in a race like this.
Risky Business has drawn gate number 15, the same as last year. Clint, we haven't got there, but he's drawn 14. Eldorado. Well, he's drawn barrier position 1. He just loves November, this guy.
He does, and Ronnie Stewart in the saddle here too with Eldorado. And he's, he missed last year's Gold Cup, but he was able to win the 2 previous years. And this year he's heading into the race in better form than what he was when he was able to make it back-to-back wins in the Gold Cup. Worked nicely under Ronnie Stewart, so you've got to respect him.
Yeah, he's drawn barrier position 1, Eldorado, so he'll be very, very handy to the pace and might give them something to think about in the stretch. This is Flying Fulton. He's drawn in gate position 7. He seems to be coming along nicely too, getting up to the 2002 on the weekend.
He's tough and galloped strongly there under Oscar Chavez, so he's had a strong preparation for this race. And he finished 4th behind Always Certain at weight for age conditions. Drops down to 51.5 kilos. I think he's going to love this light weight. Oscar Chavez in the saddle just keeps him going, just lets him run along on a nice loose rein. And he's very fit. And even though there's other horses might be a little bit more attractive, I think he's going to run a big race here, Flying Fulton.
So out on the turf for him a couple of times. Fat Kid, well, he's had a different preparation. He hasn't raced for a couple of months. He's had a couple of solid barrier trials. He comes out of gate position 11.
Yeah, we know he's got the ability. He's won at Group 3 level and Group 2 level. So, and he gets in well with the light weight. But like you said, he hasn't had a great ideal preparation, but he's got to be some chance on his best ability.
Polino's drawn awkwardly in the 16. This is on Monday morning, this piece of work. He trialled on Tuesday, got a push, but trialled pretty well.
Yep, given a strong hit out in that trial, so he looks good. And Lazar, I like the way he finished off, and I like the way he went after the winning post. He really looked strong at the end of his trial.
Yeah, that was behind Polino on Tuesday. He was probably given a slightly easier time, although given a little ride, and he's come up with barrier position 2 here, Lazar. So things are certainly working out for this former South African galloper. Just 4 starts in Singapore, 2 wins, 2 seconds, and a great chance in the Cup on the weekend.
Yeah, and should be no excuses for the run that he should obtain. He should just obtain a lovely run on the pace from the inside draw. Forster's got a few options, whether he leads or takes a set.
Maurice Trillo trialled on Tuesday, ran 4th in the same trial as his stablemates. He's drawn in the 8th. This is Martial Art. He's drawn gate position 6. Disregard his last run. I thought he went enormous really to run 4th to Lazar in a slowly run race.
Yeah, nice horse, Martial Art. And he's had a solid preparation. He's had plenty of racing up over these distances. He's on the outside, Martial Art, with Maria in the saddle working strongly. On the inside, we've got Gordon Roberts with TH Co. Good pick-up ride for young Co. in our big domestic Group 1 here. So Martial Art just working a touch better. Both horses have travelled well in that gallop.
Now we're having a look at Hint. He's drawn the 10. He's capable too, and he'll love the journey, Andrew. Is he a lightweight chance?
Yeah, he's a lightweight chance with plenty of other horses, and he's going to be a nice value runner. He can stay, he can handle any sort of track condition, and he might not be have as much ability as some of these other horses, but he'll make his own luck here, and if Sivan can give him a nice enough rider, he might be able to pick up some of the prize money.
Just imagine if Trudeau won and then hit one, Andrew. We'd have to send out a warning to establishments in Singapore for Sunday night, wouldn't we?
We'd have to take the week off.
Lock your doors. Don't let them in. But, yeah, the boys would be pretty happy. Gordon Roberts, we saw earlier, Coda Rye, but no claim. Take note of that. That's obvious. No claim. He's drawn in the 4. Honest Broker's drawn in gate position 9, and he's coming good too, the former UK galloper.
Yeah, he's probably the fresh set of legs heading into this race. Hasn't had a lot of racing, only the 8 starts, but he's coming right at the right time when it counts. And I really liked his gallop here. Ash John really let him run to the line here, and he seemed to gallop away quite well from Moviegoer. So he's heading into this fit, and he's proven at the distance. So, you know, he might not be, the rating might suggest that he might find it a bit tough, but I think he's going to run a big race.
Yeah, he's going well. Nandera, just light exercise here. It comes off a run last weekend, ran well over the 1,400 metres. It's for the results stable, and their winner last year, Risky Business, ran the week before the Cup over a mile. So it's not unprecedented.
Yeah, he's stepping up to the 2,200 metres for the first time. Nandera. He doesn't have the same sort of experience as these other horses, but he has a lot of natural ability. And he's a nice enough horse too, Nandera. If things can work out right for him, we've got to consider him somewhere. He's got a good pilot, Danny Beasley, to take the ride. He'll give him a nice, kind ride early, and he might be able to finish somewhere at the firing line. But anyway, the star performers, have picked a few out here. I think Eldorado's worked well on the turf. So too Flying Fulton. He's been strong in a couple of his gallops, and I really like the way Honest Broker worked to the line.